Japan's Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi, fresh from her coalition's commanding 352-seat supermajority, is positioning this mandate to push through an ambitious economic revival agenda.
The people of our nation gave us a powerful push forward, urging us to carry through with a shift in policy no matter what. I offer my heartfelt gratitude. As the ruling coalition of the Liberal Democratic Party and Japan Innovation Party, we have been entrusted with a total of 352 seats, a very large number. Strengthening and enriching the Japanese archipelago marks the beginning of a very heavy responsibility. I feel a renewed sense of resolve.
The plan rests on 5 pillars: high-tech push, investment in AI, semiconductors, shipbuilding, quantum computing, and nuclear fusion; diversification, focus on defense, aerospace, cybersecurity, critical minerals, and pharmaceuticals; stimulus, a 10 trillion yen, $65 to $70 billion package to boost demand and growth; reflation drive, supermajority power enables bold fiscal and monetary moves against deflation; competitiveness, strategic industrial policy to reclaim innovation leadership and counter rivals.
The opposition parties have lost a large number of seats, so in that sense, it may make it easier for things to move forward for LDP. But at the same time, if an atmosphere emerges in which people feel they can't voice opposing opinions, then I think carelessness and arrogance will start to crop up. I sincerely hope the administration avoids this kind of situation.
Japan's debt-to-GDP ratio stands at about 237%, the highest among major economies, with government debt near $9.5 trillion against a GDP of $4.46 trillion. A $65 to $70 billion stimulus equals roughly about 1.5% of GDP, notable but modest given the debt burden. Takaichi's strategy leans on bold fiscal measures and tech-driven growth, yet Japan's deeper challenges, an aging population and strained social security systems, remain. Analysts caution that while her mandate ensures political stability, public support may fade if economic gains don't arrive quickly. The Economic Brief, DD India. Now, how do you view the revival plan of the Japanese economy as an economist?
So first, the political uncertainty in Japan has sort of come to an end with a very powerful victory of Sanae Takaichi. And so that brings a little bit of certainty to how the political agenda will shape up. That's one. As we know that the story for Japan has been that of lack of inflation over many decades, which turned very fast last year. And Japan is now actually facing a burst of inflation. And that is coupled with high debt of the government. And therefore, clearly markets want the new government to focus on fiscal consolidation, debt reduction programs, or any fiscal policy that is sustainable. However, as we know that the revival plan for Sanae Takaichi's government appears to be more pro-growth, pro-industrial investments, and based upon tax cuts, which initially rattled the markets because it means that the government debt would balloon up even more, and it is around 220% of GDP, already one of the highest in the world.
Yes.
And so that rattled markets quite a bit. Yen weakened. Now, after coming into the government and after the victory last like 3 days before, now the finance minister and Sanae Takaichi herself made reassuring statements about the fact that they are looking at some alternative sources of funding to support the fiscal stimulus or new tech investments and so on and so forth, rather than just borrowing additionally, which the market was fearing. So actually, yen has gained in last 2 days, and the bond yields have gone down, which is a good sign in the sense that market is less rattled. Indeed. So, but overall, I think the policy is going to be pro-growth, and at a cost of maybe slightly higher inflation. And so the government there has all, that is how the broad plan looks like.
So, Dr. Javadekar, also, can tech and AI replace the energy of youth?
Because the real problem that Japan faces is, their aging population. Can they reverse the aging population concern?
There are two aspects to it. One is that overall supply of labor could fall with high-tech investments, AI replacing some of the need for the labor. But that's less of a concern in Japan because there are less number of people eligible for working with the working age population shrinking. Immigration, believe it or not, is a little bit of a sensitive issue in Japan. And so you see foreign workers coming to sort of improve the labor supply, which should push wages down and make businesses more profitable in Japan. But wage costs are not coming down as much as we would expect or we would like for Japanese businesses.
Right.
And so there is a problem of working age population shrinking and limited immigration.
Yes.
So therefore, but at least at this stage, I do not think that the current government has announced any plan, or at least they have to tackle the immigration, like to ease out on immigration issues. I think because they come a little bit conservative. The
Yes.
main voters for the current government are it's not anti-immigrant, but at least not pro-immigration. And so I do not see that problem getting resolved anytime soon.